So a quick update here. I have chopped the parsley, both beds, this one and that one, as well as the onions in the greenhouse. I took those to Old Crown Coffee Roasters, an awesome local coffee house cafe. Little pond pump running in here. I had about 1,000,000 mosquito larvae in there. Just that little bit of circulation there, kind of just going around in a circle. Keeps the mosquitoes from landing on it. The beans are coming up pretty good. I also sowed another line of seeds basically between the growing plants right now, so that in a week or so those will come up. I can extend the season on those. I'm gonna grow them all year, all summer long. Try and grow enough beans, fill up the freezer. I mean, not really fill up the freezer, but grow enough that I can have them for the winter too. Onions, they're growing good. The carrots and radishes, not so good. So the 2 radishes or 3 radishes that are growing good in there, I think I may let them go to seed and take those seeds and try and regrow those, because they seem to be doing well in that location right there. At least the 2 or 3 that are growing really good. All the potted stuff except for this pepper, which was not doing so well, I've got in the ground now. These tomato plants are doing pretty darn good. I made 5 gallons of compost tea and sprayed everything, sprayed the beds. I also chopped down the cover crop. It was getting so tall, so thick, it was basically shading everything out. A sunflower right there. There's a few of them. I think I whacked a couple of them when I chopped the cover crop back, but not a big deal. This side of the bed is going to end up being strawberries. I got some strawberries on sale at Menards, and I think there's 10 or 12 of them on the back side of this hugel bed. Blueberries, or this particular bush, is doing pretty good. Second year, starting to get some blueberries. I might get a couple cups, 2 or 3 cups, I don't know, of blueberries out of this bush this year. Hopefully next year is much better. Shade flowers right here, a wildflower shade mix. I put corn, just for the heck of it, in the middle of all these squash plots, if you will, these little areas I dug out for the squash. If you remember the video back a while ago when we got the frost and it just hammered these squash plants right here and I cut them back to nothing, well, they are growing again, so we're going to see if they produce anything. More squash, with corn in the middle. Radishes in this bed are not doing good. I don't know what the deal is. It's a pH issue maybe, or a nitrogen, it's something. The carrots, maybe they're doing a little better than the middle. Not sure. Hit it good with a compost tea. That's sort of a compost pile. I need to get some red wiggler compost worms and throw in there. Potatoes are doing awesome. Even in the pretty much just primarily clay beds, they're doing good. Again, this bed I chopped down the cover crop. It was shading everything out. These peas are doing great. They're starting to flower and produce pea pods. I ate a couple of them so far. Very good. Nice and sweet and crisp. Cucumbers. They're doing pretty good. Pretty soon they'll be up the trellis. The pumpkins and squash I've got planted in here kind of look like they exploded like overnight almost once I cut back all the cover crop that was shading them. They're doing good. I'm going to walk over to the other side of the fence and show you what's over there. But first, the last video, I did the coffee filter weed barrier in the pots. Corn's coming up nice. This is just kind of an experimental thing right here. Once this corn gets, 8 to 12 inches tall or so, I'm going to plant some beans in there, some pole beans. Maybe even what I'll do is I'll plant some bush beans for the bottom, plant pole beans, let the pole beans climb the corn, let the bush beans shade the bottom, and just see how that goes. just an experiment. These potatoes are going good. I need to put another layer of mulch in there. That blueberry is not doing so well. I hope to really get it going this summer so I can make a good recovery for next year. Alright, I'm going to the other side of the fence. So over here, grass mulched everything. I threw down some blood meal and compost starter mix in these beds just to kind of help them along. Things are starting to look better. These are big experiments. So far they're going pretty good. The sunflowers are looking pretty good. The peppers are looking pretty good. Those are bell peppers. These are hot chilies, if I recall correctly. One of the potted tomatoes is in there. It's surrounded by onions, a little experiment. That row of onions is doing great. Peppers, tomatoes. The potatoes are doing awesome in this bed. I'm going to have to start filling in the trench in the center. The beans here, they're doing pretty good. They're doing better. After I threw down the blood meal, they started greening up a little bit, not looking so yellow. Made a noticeable difference in growth, so I'm just going to see how that goes. Since these are wood core, wood chip core beds, I may have to use a little more nitrogen supplementation the first couple of years. The other potted tomatoes and peppers I've got put in here. They look like they're doing quite well. Those ones I put in as seed starts. Squash is doing good. Another squash plot. This tomato's kind of scraggly, but I'll just see what happens. It may recover. Green onions starting to come up. The row of cayenne, or red chilies I think they were, they're looking pretty good. A little bit of curled leaf. I threw down some calcium supplement and then sprayed it with the compost tea. Hopefully that activates it and lets the mineral become available to the plants. Over here I've got watermelon. They're looking alright. They just kind of popped up last week. So I will be routing those vines out this way, most likely along the fence line. So anyways, little update. Things are going good. First year is always for a big, scale project like this. Backyard still looks like a wreck, but anyways, I have to go attend to the grill. Actually, I'm going to pause and show you what I got on the grill real quick. Kind of standard fare around here, chicken and steak, natural chicken, none of the Tyson mutant chicken stuff. Corn on the cob, unfortunately it's probably GMO, whatever is in stock right now at the produce, or in the produce section at the store. Hopefully I can grow some decent corn this year, even though it's going to be for cornmeal. But anyways, I'm pretty standard with my little marinade mix. I use apple cider vinegar and a pretty much the same spices. Paprika, chili powder, salt and pepper, a little cayenne, black pepper. Kind of mix up the amounts. I let it marinate for probably an hour. Throw in a little olive oil. Throw all this stuff in the grill. It's amazing. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys.